Welcome to the Lean Out Your Business podcast, a show dedicated to helping entrepreneurs accelerate business growth and simplify success. I'm your host, Krista Grasso, and I've been working with businesses for more than 2 decades to help them lean out and optimize what's working while eliminating anything that's not adding value. So if you are ready to get more time back in your day, more profit in your business, and to do business differently, growing and scaling on your terms, let's dive into today's episode. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Lean Out Your Business podcast. Today, we are going to be diving into defining your rich, fulfilled life, getting really clear on what a rich, fulfilled life means to you, both inside and outside your business, and how you can put the practices and the behaviors and the priorities in place so that you are living full out and you are experiencing everything that you want to in your business and your life. But before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you about something really special and really exciting that's coming up in Lean Out Method. If you have been waiting to be able to join me for an in-person retreat, our Reimagine Retreat is on, and we are currently accepting applications. So this October, we are going to be getting together in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona from the 11th through the 13th for our Reimagine Retreat. And I'm doing something a little bit special and a little different with this retreat that I'm so excited about. And what I'm doing is I'm combining a retreat and mastermind into one. So we are going to spend 3 days together. On day 1, we're going to look at what your next level looks like. We're going to reimagine what comes next for you and how you work and how you scale your business so you can do it in a really simple, really sustainable way, and you can get your time back while you're expanding your impact and profit. So the first day is going to be all about imagining what that next level looks like and identifying the things that you can lean out and let go of to create space. Day 3, we are going to create your strategic plan and roadmap for next year, as well as how to finish out this year really strong and really successful. What's different about this retreat is that day 2 is a mastermind day. So you can bring whatever your biggest burning business question is, and we are going to spend a full 30 minutes diving deep into your business specifically, and as a group, masterminding and supporting you on whatever that opportunity is. So I'm really excited for this retreat. I'm keeping it super small circle. There's only going to be anywhere from about 6 to 12 people. I'm accepting and reviewing applications right now, so it's more about fit and quality than it is quantity. I want to bring together a really amazing group of thought leaders and absolute high-achieving entrepreneurs who not only want to scale their own business in simple, sustainable ways, but who are there to also network and meet other amazing entrepreneurs and support them in doing the same. So if that is of interest to you, please go in and get that application in. There are limited spaces. So want to make sure you have the opportunity to secure one of those spaces. You can find all the details at leanoutmethod.com/reimagine. One of the reasons why I chose Reimagine as the theme for this particular retreat is because I think it's time to reimagine all that your business and your life can be, to no longer settle for anything less than what you really want. And that takes us to living your rich, fulfilled life. So if you're not already a part of one of our programs or our mastermind, one of the things that you'll find if you ever come on and work with us is that everything we do includes defining your rich, fulfilled life blueprint. It's one of the very first things that we do when we work together, even if we work together privately. And I think that's such an important place to start because we get really stuck in the I will wins instead of the I will nows. We end up sacrificing things today for a better tomorrow. We sacrifice our health. We sacrifice our mental wellness. We sacrifice our time. We pay a price for success and feel like we need to do so much now and sacrifice so much now for this brilliant, bright future of tomorrow. So we skip the vacation, we skip going and getting a massage, we skip going for a walk or taking time to journal or even taking a few moments to actually breathe and check in with ourselves, telling ourselves that we'll do it later, after we meet some deadline, after we finish this project, or we wrap things up with this client, or we make a certain amount of money, or we finish such and such program. The problem is there's always something else to finish. And if we're not really intentional, we can continue to sacrifice our todays for our tomorrows. And that's not what we want. That's not what business is all about. We have the ability to build this amazing business any way that we want to. We can scale our business in any way that we want to. We shouldn't have to put off the things that are important to us until tomorrow. There are ways to embrace it and integrate it today. I fully believe that we should not only spend our time doing the work that we love inside our business, but that we also need to really fiercely protect our time and the space for the things that we love outside of our business too. When I do this Rich Fulfilled Life exercise with my clients, there's usually a couple epiphanies that they end up having. It's not uncommon for them to realize that the things that they think they are doing for their family are actually the things that are keeping them from their family. They're working so much that they're sacrificing time with the ones that they love. They also frequently find that the way they define success needs to shift. Instead of just considering that they achieved their goals or they achieved their revenue targets, they start to get that it's important to look at how they got there, to look at how much they worked, and to look at how fulfilled they actually felt along the way. And that all starts with understanding what a rich, fulfilled life means to you, both inside and outside of your business, and then making a commitment to reimagine your business and life to make it possible. So you may end up needing to hire or uplevel your team. You may need to implement systems or both. It's usually a blend of both. Or maybe you need to give yourself permission to dream a lot bigger or go after what you really want, not what you think you should want. And maybe you need to lean things out and really let some things go so that you can create the space for that big, bold vision that you have for your next level. Let's take a moment and define what a rich, fulfilled life actually means. So if you think about the definition of the word rich, it's about being plentiful and abundant and having high value or high quality. If you think about the definition of the word fulfilled, it's that feeling of having reached your full potential. It's a feeling of happiness and satisfaction that your talents and your abilities and your gifts are being fully used. It's following your inner passion. So if we take both of these and we blend them together, a rich, fulfilled life is about living a life filled with abundance, high value experiences and relationships, and a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from pursuing your passions, fully leveraging your gifts, and refusing to settle for anything less than your big, bold vision and dreams. So what does a rich, fulfilled life mean to you? I'm going to walk you through just a couple of the components that are inside the blueprint that we do together, because this will get you started defining what that rich, fulfilled life means to you. So the first is looking at your ideal day. What does an ideal day look like? Not only how much do you want to work, but what do you want to spend your time doing? When do you want to work? What is it structured like? What does a work day look like versus a non-work day? What are the habits that you can put in place to create your ecosystem for success? What are those things on your bucket list? What are the things on your business bucket list? And what are the things on your personal bucket list that you want to create space for and be to have an experience? I know for me, going to Necker Island and getting to meet Sir Richard Branson has been on my bucket list for more than a decade. That was such an incredible experience and probably the biggest thing that I've ever done on my bucket list. Now I'm looking at, okay, what's next? Next time I want to go back to Necker Island again, but I want to go back as a paid speaker. These things evolve, and your definition of a rich, fulfilled life evolves and elevates as you start to experience these amazing things. You have your bucket list of all the things you want to be, do, have, and experience. Next is your F it list. So what are all those things that you need to say F it to? And all of those mindset blocks and all of those things that are getting in your way of actually living your rich, fulfilled life. What are your lifestyle goals? What does living a luxe lifestyle mean to you? What are those things in an ideal world that you would have in place? What's the support system that you would have around you if you could? How much would you travel? Where would you live? What would you invest in? Maybe you want to invest in other businesses, or you want to invest in real estate and start to bring in multiple revenue streams outside of just what you have in your business. What's the work that you do that fuels you and energizes you? And what's the work that you do today that drains you, that you maybe want to delegate or delete, or at least put some systems in place to simplify? What are the relationships that you have today that fuel you and energize you versus the ones that drain you that you really need to minimize? One of the things I'm so excited about for the upcoming Reimagine Retreat is bringing such incredible people together. I've been doing a lot of traveling and a lot of networking, and I've been attending a lot of events and retreats myself because I crave that connection with people at my level. I crave those deep conversations and meaningful conversations where you can spend 10 minutes talking with somebody and get more out of it than you got out of an entire week's worth of conversations when you're back at home. So when you think about those relationships, who's in your circle today? Who do you maybe need to no longer be in your circle today? And what are those next level relationships that you want to cultivate? Who are those people that you want to surround yourself with to help you get to the next level and expand your thinking and start to see possibilities that maybe you don't see today? And then what does your schedule look like? I call it your 7-figure freedom CEO schedule. We have a calculator. We go into it in quite a bit of detail, looking at what should be on your calendar and what should not be on your calendar as the CEO of your business. But this is all about investing your time in those things that are in your zone of genius, those things that you're uniquely skilled to do, those things that you're excited to do, and those things that are going to have the biggest impact on moving the business forward that only you can do. And then finally, what are those things that you want to create protected space for? This really dives into why you do what you do, why things are so important to you. Defining your rich, fulfilled life and creating your rich, fulfilled life blueprint. This is an extension of having a next level vision. This is an extension of looking at your identity evolution and really stepping into that next level of yourself as the leader of your business, as well as leveling up your business itself. These are all things that we do together on day one of the Reimagine Retreat, which I hope you are there to do these together. But if not, take some time and go off and really start to reflect on and think about, what is a rich, fulfilled life for you? What is that ideal day look like? What are those habits for success? What do you want to experience? What's getting in your way? What are your lifestyle goals? What do you want to create that protected space for? And why is it so important to you? And what fuels you versus drains you from your work and relationship perspective? Because I think we all want to live a life filled with abundance. We all want high value experiences and relationships. We all want a deep sense of satisfaction. We want to pursue our passions. We want to leverage our gifts. We want to refuse to settle for anything less than our big, bold vision and dreams. That is what a rich, fulfilled life is. And if any part of your business or life today doesn't feel like it's there, apply to join me at the Reimagine Retreat, where we are going to spend 3 incredible days together, deep diving into your next level, not only getting clear on what it is, spending time masterminding on whatever your biggest business opportunities or challenges are right now, but we are also going to create a roadmap and a plan so you leave with crystal clarity on not just what you want, but how you're going to get it, what's important to focus on, and what you can let go of so you are getting there in a sustainable, simple way. I hope you got a ton of value out of this episode, and I really hope to see your application come through for the Reimagine Retreat, which you can find all the details at leanoutmethod.com/reimagine. And I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Lean Out Your Business podcast. I hope you got a lot of value and actionable insights from today's show, and would love if you take a moment to leave us a review. If you have any questions on today's episode or on how to lean out your business, join us over in our private Facebook community, where every week we do live training and Q&A, and I'd love to have you be part of the conversation. Head to leanoutmethod.com/group to join us. And before you go, be sure to subscribe to the show so you're the first to know when we release a new episode. We'll see you next week.